Hello, we're talking about energy transition in Poland, and I'm here with Radosław. Welcome, Radosław.
Thank you for having me.
So Poland has become very attractive for investors as it has a booming and renewable energy sector. Can you tell us a little bit more about which projects in specific are attracting a lot of attention recently?
Absolutely. So Poland is undergoing the transition like everyone else, every other country. And recently there was a report from our TSO which showed that we will miss quite a lot of power on the market in 2030, 10 gigawatt, and then probably in 2040 even 18 gigawatt of power. Therefore, we need to come up with a new capacity, and this capacity probably will be based on renewables. And the biggest development at this moment in Poland is going on in offshore wind. There is around 8 gigawatt projects already under construction, under preparation, I should say. And some more will come later on as the potential is much bigger. So this is the biggest program for us in terms of capacity development. But apart from this, obviously, we need to think of how to replace all coal units which are phasing out.
And there's quite a few of them in Poland as well.
Indeed, we are based on coal for many years, and we need to think of how to fill the gap. And obviously, onshore wind comes to a mind. Unfortunately, there are some regulations which are limiting at this moment capacity development.
The 10-age rule, to be correct.
Correct.
Right?
So it means that we cannot build onshore wind closer to the households than 10 heights of a turbine. This regulation is expected to be adjusted very soon, and then we will wait a couple of years until those projects actually are coming online. So in the meantime, there will be a lot of PV development. It is happening already now. And we've been also discussing quite long nuclear development. It's been years.
Indeed. Major investments are needed for nuclear
absolutely.
energy.
So let's see how it goes. But recently there was some intensified discussion about nuclear with expectation that in 2033 probably there will be a first unit online. There is a lot of time to wait for it. So in the meantime, we need to find a way. I personally believe in some role of natural gas, as we need some stable power to balance the intermittent renewable resources. So I see a place for natural gas. But on the other side, my personal interest is in hydrogen development.
Yeah, indeed. You're very passionate about that.
I am. So we are also, as my company, I work for Polenergia. We are developing a number of hydrogen projects where, based on our production portfolio, we are planning to convert electricity into green hydrogen and allow decarbonization of especially hard-to-abate sectors like steel, like maybe even aviation. We are thinking about producing so-called derivatives, synthetic kerosene, for instance, from hydrogen, which is coming from our renewable electricity.
Yeah. So I say, let's stay in that topic a bit more, since this is also what you're doing for your job. What is the role of hydrogen specifically in Poland? What do you think it will see a larger adaptation in the upcoming years? What will happen?
Well, I believe because we have a potential of increasing renewable capacity. With this, we also have a potential to use it for our domestic utilization of hydrogen. To produce green hydrogen. Poland is the third in Europe in terms of production and consumption of hydrogen. Unfortunately, at this moment, it is gray hydrogen.
Yeah.
But we hope, as Polenergia, to replace it with green hydrogen.
Yeah.
And then I strongly believe that it is not a silver bullet. It will not solve all our problems, but definitely those hard-to-abate sectors can benefit from green hydrogen for decarbonization, for replacing where coal at this moment is being used. For instance, in steel industry, where coal is used for reducing iron oxides.
Yeah.
You can do this with hydrogen very well. The same for chemical industry. We have a very large ammonia industry. We have other chemical sectors where hydrogen can play a significant role. But obviously, the first application, which seems to be the closest to happening, is mobility, especially mobility in heavy road transportation, long distances where electric cars have trouble to fulfill this demand. We can use hydrogen in this way as a fuel.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for so many insights, and especially on how hydrogen can be used to foster energy transition in Poland.
Thank you.
I think all the listeners that have an interest on it can always come to you as
Absolutely.
a contact person.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Radosław.
Thank you.
And thank you, listeners, for tuning in this episode. And don't forget to join the Enlit community.